Okay, so do you want to tell me about what democracy means to you and what does American democracy look like to you?
Democracy to me means giving power to the people to elect the people they want them to represent them. In American democracy, I believe it gets a little bit more complicated because they don't exercise direct democracy but representative democracy, which can not necessarily go hand in hand with the interests of the people.
Yeah, what would your ideal system look like the ideal democracy to you?
My ideal democracy would involve more political parties so that representation, especially of marginalized communities, can have a voice, especially when it comes to Congress. So I would also, in my ideal world of perfect democracy, there would be a cap in terms of like the investment and the interest that capital can have on democracy.
Definitely. And why do you think representation is so important in politics?
I think representation matters in politics because it's important to give voices to people that have no other way of speaking up. So, in the public sphere, the public arena, it is important to have those voices be equal to the mainstream voices.
Definitely. Can you think of a time specifically when democracy failed you or someone in your life or your community?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think right now, democracy is failing me. Not just here in the United States, but I think just in general, the trend of democracies deteriorating around the world is happening. And I think it's because of the interest of capital aligned with the mainstream interests of the rich. So it's not just happening in global north countries, it's also happening in global south countries. And I think it's hindered the voices that can be heard in the public sphere.
Yeah. What to you redeems democracy, or what gives you a little bit of hope about what democracy will look like in the future? Or is there nothing?
I think what gives me hope about democracy is that people are reincorporating elements of direct action that don't necessarily involve electoral politics. So they're taking back the power by going out to the streets and by organizing politically in different ways.